certainly caters to quarterbacks many times. Jesse, this guy's proven to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously, so it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still turning it on.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw. He had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Pulls it in. It's Cherry. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 35. And the Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Lacy. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
That's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to throw, it's Lester. Catch in the middle, it's Moffitt. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Sooner fans booming. A good cacophony of noise at the Cowboys on the carry on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive in this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? In this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Keeps it on the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Lacy. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle, it's Kane. Breaks into the open. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Sooners are marching down the field. Here's the hit. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. You saw it on that.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Goes to the option. Now the toss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not put loose, and third down is coming.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Sooners will punt this one away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. Wants to throw. It's Lester. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Ramsey. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. And the defense picks up a sack. And the quarterback down at the 44. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He's got great speed. Special teams coming through the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Miami. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Devin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. And down he goes back with the 3.
There's an example of a dude getting beat one-on-one with his quarterback getting closer and closer to his end zone, man. That's scary.
On third and long, a check down will be the last resort. He's got it all right. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sideline.
How about that linebacker seeing the ball get thrown really quickly to the wide receiver, breaking on it, and then being able to get that fast guy on the ground for no gain? That's a really athletic play by that linebacker.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Dropping back, it's Lester. Fires to the middle. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. There he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old, great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. The guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him. I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage. You're trying to defend a slant route. You've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
The Sooners will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Pressure coming. Makes the catch. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Makes the grab on the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Finds his big tight end. And the catch right in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. A methodical drive, and they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? You see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is ball going? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. On a little time, lets it go. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Well, he chews up yards. That was really quick, really decisive. Design quarterback runs are very difficult to stop, and you could tell he's got some ability to make big plays. And thank goodness they got him on the ground, and it wasn't a bigger play than it could have been.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
To the air on first down. Dumps it to the back. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense. getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Just couldn't quite hook up on that last pass play. Now it's 3rd down. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the field.
And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it inside the 25. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards for the touchdown-saving tackle. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looks as if he's going to run it. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Sooner! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the 1st half. This has been all home team.
He'll bring it out. It's Moffitt. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Back to throw, it's Lester. Got him downfield. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
The Aggies will hustle to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offense.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Smashes it with the stiff arm. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing.
There he goes. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is four-down territory. Looking to throw, it's Lester. Unloads to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the three. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 for the first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's there.
Turning it on. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Sooners look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Bennett. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Running back searching for a hole. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They're trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting. Because right now they got the run and they got the pass working to this defense. They have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3.
And this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiver group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've elected.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Now facing a third and long. To the air, it's Lester. Oh, they're after him. Stands in and takes the hit. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Running through contact. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to win the field position with the return. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They'll run the option. Gives it on the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Cherry. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The Sooners trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. This is a designed run. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Throws to the wideout. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
You got to give the defense credit here because they came out here in the second half with the goal of putting the clamps on this passing attack, and they have not allowed a completion yet in the third quarter. This offense is throwing it time and time again. Nothing there.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Dropping back, it's Lester. He uncorks one deep. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. The option look. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you can tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball a different...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of... Breaks into the open.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Here comes the heat. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been working on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They've just self-destructed too many times so far already with 3 interceptions in the game. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Sooners in a good spot here with second and short. Trying play action. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They've got it at the 41. Third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Power football with the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. They're
strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark it down. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
Instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Working that wide receiver screen. There he goes! And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Now on the move. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Here we go. Just going to keep it after the snap. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and it's just and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Caught over the middle. It's Bennett. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Sooners trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Lets it fly. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Barry. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug-meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bravo. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. They just keep firing. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone, David. This drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Got a man. It's Cherry. Man, the defender missed. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Sooners looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll give it to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Next going for the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. Opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Coming out with it, it's Barry. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. This drive will open from the 15. He'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination of all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play can decide. Just frying pan meat face ball